Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am happy to be joined by our Department of Elementary and Secondary Education Commissioner, Pedro Martinez. Look, we're here to celebrate something that's really important for our state. We're here to celebrate our students, our educators, our schools with this announcement. You know, last time I talked about how we regained, last year, we regained our #1 ranking when it comes to how we perform on our nation's report card across all categories. So last year, we made the move. We got back to #1 across all categories for students in Massachusetts when you look at what's happening in other states. That included 4th graders and 8th graders specifically outperforming their peers across the country. So that's really good news last year. Well, let me tell you the latest news. The latest news, and today what we wanted to announce, is that we're #1 in the country on advanced placement exams. Massachusetts has the highest percentage of students taking and passing AP exams in the country. That's really great news for students, for schools, for parents, and for our economy. In addition to Massachusetts being #1 on AP exams, I also want to note that it is the highest ever recorded by any state in any year. So not only are we the highest, but we're the highest ever by any state in any year. And it's 11 points higher than the national average of 25%. We're also #1 among states for the percentage of Black students taking and passing AP exams. We've been improving on these metrics for a while now. Our overall number of AP test takers continues to go up. Black and Latino students continue to get more opportunity. And AP exams, for everyone who probably doesn't know, AP exams, advanced placement exams, are rigorous coursework, and it gives students access not only to college admission, it actually gives them college credit. So imagine you're getting college credit in high school. That's going to save you and your family money down the line. Good scores show that our students are getting the teaching and the support that they need. Passing AP exams also expands people's opportunity for college credit in college, and also includes expanded opportunity for admission. The news tells employers that our schools are producing the best prepared students in the country, and that's really good news for everybody in Massachusetts, that our kids are graduating with the best preparation in the country. We've been really intentional about increasing these AP exam scores. We subsidize exam fees for low-income students, which is really important and allows more students the opportunity to take these exams. So far, we've helped 50,000 low-income students take nearly 91,000 exams. Now, this work that we've done in investing in AP also fits with our broader investment in education. It fits with our commitment to early college programs that allow high school students to take real local college courses for credit. This year, we set a target of getting 100,000 students into early college, and that's a goal that I want to meet, and I want to meet it and exceed it really, really quickly. We also made an equally strong commitment to career pathways and apprenticeships. We're getting every student the opportunity to get the very best education possible, whether they're looking to go on to college or right on to a career. Now, there's a lot of work left to do. We're still recovering from the pandemic, as all states are, and we're working to close any learning gaps. But for me, the ultimate goal is not the #1 ranking, actually. It's knowing that we have the very best prepared students, the very best prepared students in the country when they leave high school. We want students in high school set up for success, no matter what path they choose. And we want every parent in Massachusetts to know that when you send your child to a public high school in Massachusetts, they're going to get the very best education, the very best training possible that sets them up for success, whether they go on to college or the military or a career. Our investments in early education are also worth noting. Over the last 3 years, we have added 22,000 child care seats, and we've grown universal pre-K in gateway cities. And by the end of this year, we will have universal pre-K in all of our gateway cities in Massachusetts. We also created Literacy Launch to get the best reading instruction in place around the state. And we established Massachusetts' first high-dose tutoring program to overcome learning loss and help close the learning gaps for some of our students, for students who've fallen behind. We also made an announcement a little while back that we have put out a new standard for what a high school graduation diploma looks like. A new statewide graduation standard that will give our students the most rigorous and the most complete and useful public education in America. And our fiscal year 27 budget proposal continues record funding for our Massachusetts public schools. So every state right now, I know, cares about education and invests in its students, but Massachusetts continues to lead the way. And with that, I want to turn it over to our Commissioner of Education, Pedro Martinez.
Nuestra familia que necesita esa ayuda. And I'll just bring this, just a couple of stats for you. So nearly 48% of our students today, and this is, by the way, this is the graduating class of 2025, 48% of those students had exposure to advanced placement classes. That's nearly half of our class, of our graduating class. Over 86% of our high schools have teachers that are teaching advanced placement courses. Again, at this scale, like I said, it is just very impressive. And even when you look at the last 10 years, our participation rates went up 6% overall, but what's even more impressive is for our black students, it went up 7.5%. We're at 37% of our students taking and passing advanced placement classes, as well as our Latino population at 37%, and that went up 8 percentage points. Quiero que sepa nuestra comunidad que hemos subido mucho, vamos incrementando mucho el porcentaje de niños tomando estos cursos, pasando los cursos, no nomás en total, pero también para nuestros niños que son African American y nuestros niños latinos, más de 7 puntos de porcentaje. So again, I want to bring this back together with the governor said. This ties everyone very nicely as we're looking at our new graduation standards, as the governor's put a bold vision to expand early college, because what we're talking about is students not only graduating from Massachusetts high school and being prepared, but being ahead, being truly prepared for whatever they want to do beyond, to take advantage of our higher ed system, to be able to go into the trades and the wonderful industries that we have in our Commonwealth. So when you bring this together, when you have such a strong foundation and the talent we have with our students and teachers, it makes it that much feasible that we're going to be able to implement these higher graduation standards, and that we're going to meet, and I will say, Governor, we're going to exceed your time frame on getting our students exposed to more early college programs.
Every day, school buses safely transport our children, but only if drivers follow the law. Flashing lights and a stop sign on a bus mean you must stop. Passing a school bus in this situation isn't just illegal, it's dangerous. Children's lives are at risk when drivers ignore this signal. Protect them by stopping, no exceptions. Failure to stop has serious consequences. Do your part for safety and your community. Flashing red lights on a school bus mean you must stop immediately. It's the law. It's about safety. It's about lives.
That text can wait. That call isn't worth a life. In the United States, distracted driving leads to over 3,000 deaths and approximately 424,000 injuries each year. Looking at your phone for just 5 seconds at 55 miles per hour is like driving the length of a football field, blindfolded. Is that text worth never making it home? Put the phone down. Focus on the road. Lives depend on it. Drive safe. Arrive alive.